It's our birthright.
It is.
Exactly. All right, so then, if my character is being defensive, I'm going to want to challenge. We'll use a war cry here on a specific. That should work really well. It'll actually get the AoE. Blackwall in support. I'm thinking the best thing he could do is probably not in range to do an immediate pull of this archer. So I'm going to focus on this one. I'm going to use our chain, pull him in, get him grappled. Similarly, I'm going to focus fire on him. I'm going to have Sarah enter stealth. Always a good bit of premeditation. And, this one's nice. Ice Mine is very solid. It has an activation time. It creates an area where they're there. If you have characters you're pretty sure are not going to be moving, like this archer I've left largely unmolested, the Ice Mine will activate over time and then it will go off on him. Freeze him in place. That's going to take him out of the fight for a little while. I'll put that in. It's kind of like football plays. I love doing this. All right, that will do. Let's see how that plays out. All right, Warcry will get him taunted. Perfect. Blackwall's going in. He's got him.
You've also got anti-even fire as well. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know what? You know where anti-even fire needs to be? Who has it, Sarah?
The Inquisitor.
Inquisitor. Let's do a little toss here, because if we've got big guy over here, we got his dogs over here. Why don't we just take this whole area? I think it's a good idea. Yeah. Now, I don't have friendly fire on for this build. You can toggle it on at any difficulty. But for right now, that seems like a good idea. Basically, it's going to choke point this whole area. It's a big, broad one. Not as damaging as some of the spells, but it lasts for quite a while, so that'll be perfect. Sarah, I'm going to want to curl around behind here, ideally taking out this guy. Blackwall looks like he's got the archers. Our Ice Mine's gone off. That's perfect. So with Blackwall, we're going to want to do a nice down mighty blow here. We'll let that play out. Boom! Okay, I'll set that archer down. This guy's out of his frozen state now. He's taken no damage, but he's been out of the fight for a few seconds, which is always nice. And you can upgrade the durations on those things.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. So all of our potions can be upgraded. So even healing potions, you can upgrade how much they heal. Some of the heal over time ones, it's duration and heal. Even the jar of bees, you can up. Actually, my favorite one is insert wasps into the jar of bees.
Yeah,
that's an upgrade.
Cam, you know me so well.
Alchemical upgrade is called and some wasps. Oh, anti-even fire has started to hit that dog. That's good. I'm going again. Inquisitor is still kind of up front. Not really being all that effective, but here's the thing. He's holding this guy's attention.
That's right, and that's the most important thing.
Leaving Sarah wide open to take him out from behind.
Yep.
Frozen again. Blackwall's doing the maker's work over here. And we're going to drop another Ice Mine.
Yeah, just before the Hound gets there.
Yeah, before the Hound, because he's going to come after Vivienne. Oh, he went around. Okay.
Is the weather going to affect your spells? So like this rain, is that going to impact your fire?
No, we don't have that on right now. It's something we want to look at in the future, is getting more weather effects in, but for right now we want to really focus on getting this combat system just perfect
gameplay,
without adding the additional complications. Right. That archer's almost down.
Yeah,
Sarah,
Blackwall's a little bit low.
Absolutely is. Going to make it up here. Sarah moved over to this guy probably because he pulled her, but we want her. Now, if we upgrade Blackwall, does he have the kick?
He does.
Probably not.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, a little far in there.
Yeah.
Okay, Inquisitor, how we doing? How about a shield bash?
Oh, he got knocked back.
Yeah. Well, we both had the same idea.
Yeah.
There. Now he's taking out Vivienne, got him from the side. Perfect. And now, as the fight starts to resolve itself, I'm going to move back into more of a real time. I notice it centers back on my character. This guy's down. It's time to take this dog out.
Yeah.
There we go. Oof. All right. So you can play in real time as well. Direct control over your characters. Being able to change their facing.
Everyone's a little bit low.
I can reposition. They are. Absolutely. Get a healing potion in. Blackwall's in pretty good shape because he just got a barrier, so I won't burn the potion. We're going to get them all focused on my guy. Perfect. And then while I'm doing this, I'm going to put up a shield wall. This will counter their attacks coming from the front while everyone else tears them down. It won't last too long for the taunt because I'm not drawing as much aggro as I might want. But
now you've got the elite in there as well, the leader.
Okay. So in this case, I probably want to switch and take a very specific tactical action, which is lock onto that guy, freeze him in place, swap back to my character, and then resume time. Oh, a nice payback strike will knock that dog down because I'd taken damage.
Blackwall did a shatter as well with his mighty blow.
Always helps. You notice that big chunk of that guy's health is gone.
Yep.
Now we got to focus on him. I use tab to target, lock him on. I'm actually going to try and counter his hits.
Yeah.
You know, so that's generating guard, which is replacement hit points for me.
Yep. Which is a warrior-only effect.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's possible to get for others, but it's very rare. Certain enchantments, that kind of thing. See if I can send him down with a payback strike. Perfect. Okay, now if I can take these dogs out quickly. Now we're playing on a harder difficulty here, even though it's low level. These enemies have a lot of health. We're not playing on your normal or your easy. This is why this is a good tough fight. I'm up against the wall, so of course the camera's never ideal there, but lets me take down this dog if I can get a nice sweep. There, that's it.
First time I did this fight, I think I was level 3, and I was on hard, and it was brutal. I ended up having to kite this leader around.
Nice. Well, if you can get him with enough freezes and so on. Speaking of which, I can probably get one last freeze, queue up a nice mighty blow. No, he's already down.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well done.
Good job. So that can be a tougher fight. My guys came away a little hurt. You notice we're down to 2 health potions throughout the fight. But the nice thing is I just completed a major objective.
Yes.
That feels just about perfect to me.
And you can always go back to your Inquisition camp and you know, restock your potions, rest, recover your health before you go off on another mission. Now everyone leveled up as well. I don't know whether you want to buy some more abilities.
Oh, I think we can take a look at that in a sec for sure. The nice thing is this camp's essentially cleared out now. We've avenged our fallen soldiers, giving us a nice thing. What that will result in as well is power.
Yes.
Having removed these guys means that the Inquisition, A, has grown in reputation. B, has managed to acquire a new kind of space that's clear for them for operations. Not allies, though. You would get more power if you're able to do the optional one to sort of bring them into the fold.
Yeah, that's right.
So, and power is the currency by which the Inquisition grows and spends and so on.
Exactly, and that's also, so you can spend that power on the war table. You can do the operations, so there's over 300 different operations on the war table. You're not going to see them all in one playthrough because they're very different depending on what decisions
they're highly reactive, like some, for instance, are, oh, well, you're an elf.
Yep.
So you'll see certain operations based on that.
That's right, and it's also the power that you use to send your scouts to get access to new areas.
Yep.
So it's a nice little loop there.
This is something I know a lot of people have asked about. Oh, hey! Well, that looks like trouble.
It does, and that's a giant there as well. So don't forget, everyone, we're doing this for Extra Life, which is a great charity, so if you have an opportunity to donate, please do. You can go to extralife.org/team/Raptr, and that's a team that we're
Wow, look at those two.
working with. Yeah, that's cool.
Wow. That is a big boy.
You know you're going to get slaughtered, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to go and explore anywhere else before you come back here, or what do you want to do?
Oh, we're going in.
All right, do it.
We're going in, if only to demonstrate you can disengage. Perhaps I won't take my horse in there.
No. If you can disengage and still live, I'll be mightily impressed.
Okay. All right, sounds like a challenge.
That dragon's so awesome.
This one's for the
Oh, and
kids.
there's a Fade Rift up there as well.
Oh,
you got one shot.
Blackwall's down.
That was a very
okay,
brief
it's okay, we're good.
combat for Blackwall.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, he's good.
Alright, he's a warden. He sacrifices himself, right?
Okay, we're down to 2.
Yeah.
Sarah, you can focus on that, and
I think you're dead.
all right. Now, here's the question: can I do what I truly?
You might be able. No, just run.
Oh, successful disengagement. Well, so those are giants.
Whoa! Hang on. Oh,
Thank goodness he has a range.
Yes.
Those are giants. They're a problem. So, slightly gamey element, of course, is that when you do disengage, we don't want to punish you, and you have to go back in and get your friends. So they'll catch up with you.
Yep.
Presumably, they crawl their way away, acting non-threatening.
But with non-regenerating health, right? There is a cost to that. So they're going to want to drink their potions.
We're
if
in
you can do that.
extremely bad shape at this point.
Yeah.
So this seems like a perfect time to go back to camp.
I think it's a good idea.
We should probably rest up. So again, bringing up your camp here, and again, that would be an encounter where that giant is not going to scale. He's going to be waiting for you. He's probably something you're going to want to come back to later. So we come back to the camp. We're going to quick travel, and party's had.
Yeah.
The tar.
Now I saw in this area there's this massive statue of a dwarf, which has clearly been put there to glorify my dwarfness.
Oh,
So we should go and explore it.
So it's actually, that's one of those big questions is, so why was there dwarven stuff on the surface? And that's something that as you progress further through this level, there's a higher kind of tier area.
Yep. There's a couple of
and
interesting dungeons as well, like little caves and interesting side bits.
Absolutely.
Now, you got off the horse before interacting with that dragon, but can the dragon or giant damage your horse or kill it?
You can get knocked off your mount in combat, so you can use the mount to try and avoid some combat because it's faster movement, so it's a great way to sort of maneuver around some of the combat that you don't necessarily want to get involved in. But if you do get damaged enough, you'll get knocked off the mount and engage in combat. I love the pebbled beach. When Ben sent this over, the artist sent this over with all the really cool displacement maps on this pebbled beach, it was absolutely night and day compared to what it was before.
Yeah, it's one of the best things we'd seen up to that point.
Yep.
All right, so let's go get a vantage. Let's go by here. So I realized something.
What did you realize, Mike?
Yeah, what is that, Mike?
I realized that when I was messing with key mappings earlier, I accidentally turned off gallop. So why don't we fix that?
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, why isn't this galloping? Oh, that's right. Because of me.
Yeah, okay.
Because of me.
Yeah.
Is that horse sprint? Oh, it's mapped on T. Perfect. Okay, so it's been changed because we've actually been tweaking some of the default key mappings, which means there we go. Go up here, get our horse's speed on.
That's some beautiful galloping there, Mike.
Well, it's uphill. Not going to be a
It's a
speed.
dwarf riding a horse.
He's like how he has the short stirrups, very specific.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cut those trees. I believe, if I remember right, the spot where
Oh, there you go.
the artists all sort of shut down was right around here.
This is... We should talk about that a little bit
Yes,
as well.
in fact, we can go back to that.
Yeah. Look at that.
There's our dwarf statue, which I realize is on an obscure angle.
Yes.
What else have we got over here? That's where the giant fight
Yeah.
was.
And you can see, I mean, there's a lot of interesting Canary ships.
Yeah, there are. Absolutely. They pulled up there. And, well, the reasons for that come a bit later. Yeah, and then actually it's funny, there's a quest here, and we can dive in. But there's several things that pull you into across here, and you actually realize that this is all connected across and lets you come right to the base of that statue. Now, let's take a look at the Astrarium. So this is something you find throughout the... Hey, there's the giant. He's down in the corner. You find these throughout the land. So the Astrariums are one of those things where they were essentially left behind by kind of a group that had withdrawn. They've got a cache of hidden secrets behind them, and they represent a fun little puzzle. Pretty challenging.
It's incredibly challenging.
Yeah.
And I can't remember which designer did it, but whoever you are, I hate you so much.
His name's Dean.
Dean did it. Okay, bloody hell, Dean.
So being able to draw the lines, I mean, this is a puzzle that's kind of one of the classics. But when you're trying to do one like this and connect them up, your goal is to not cross over the same line more than once. You may have already messed this up.
I think you go there, and then there, and then there, then there, then there.
Here.
Yep.
No, because I missed this one.
Oh yeah, you did too.
So I'm now
you
actually
screwed.
done. Anyway, that's fine. We're not going to ruin it. I'm sure the folks home have already been like, oh, I'm way better at the designer than this. In which case, yes, probably are. But live TV, baby. Is that the giant? Is he down there? Yeah, there he is. He's chilling out.
Yeah.
He's going to make it a little dangerous to go up there, but of course you can go up into the hills and around him very easily. Oh, nice little Scrabble there. Missed. Okay, so there was one other area I did want to actually showcase off by the giant. Let's see if I can find a way down that doesn't break my leg.
Oh, that's a bit of a path there. I think it'll be okay.
There we go.
Butt slide.
There we go. Not as bad a butt slide.
Loot.
There we go.
More dwarves. This whole area is just a
lovely... It's a cultural pastiche.
It is. It is. There you go.
I got some gold. I got a new dagger, which is roughly the same as the one Sarah already has, so I won't equip it. Let's see my giant.
His basalt cliffs are beautiful.
Yes. Yeah, it's. I remember first time the art team broke that out, and I was like, "Wait, is that a thing?" And they're like, "Yeah, here," and showed me a giant reference folder. I'm like, "Oh, that's
yeah."
cool.
What are you looking for?
I'm actually gonna head up here and around the giant. Unless there's something you want me to showcase.
No, it's
Because
fine.
there's a nice little bit of freeform thing, and I remember our art director stumbling across it. Now it's funny. Normally in here, I'm actually a little weirded out right now. Normally there would be bandits and stuff in this area, but they're not.
Well,
Because of him.
yeah.
Oh wait, are there? Oh look. Oh, tell me those two are going to go off.
I think they probably will, but I think the giant, as soon as the giant sees him, it's going to absolutely destroy him.
Yeah, it's around behind him. See if we can get high vantage so we don't bother. Get up here. Come on, dwarf, you can do it. You got those powerful legs.
Jump, little dwarf.
Arr, arr, arr,
Yeah, there we
it's
go.
like just making sure I can pathfind there.
So
Again.
can we get to the Fade Rift?
Sure, it's over around here behind the giant.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, so part of the mechanics and story of the game is the Fade Rifts.
Yes.
So do you wanna
they're
talk
a
about
huge
that?
part. Sure. So at the very beginning of the game, there's this enormous explosion, and the Fade is basically where magic and demons come from.
Yes.
So it's good and bad, and generally, like all things in Dragon Age, it's sort of it's always the devil's bargain. If you have magic, you have to deal with a lot of really challenging, temptations and being possessed, and demons are hungry for all of you. Here, fella. And so the rifts are part of this larger problem the Inquisition is trying to solve. Ultimately, they want to know who opened the tear, the big breach between worlds, which
That's right.
creates a huge problem and causes these rifts to happen over and over.
Yep.
And the thing that makes you kind of unique as the Inquisitor is that you're the only one who can, well, I almost interacted with them, who can actually interact with them and close them. So if I try to disrupt the rift...
I think you're gonna get, no, you're not going to be able to do that.
No time.
Yeah, because essentially, I mean, there's this massive hole in the sky.
Yep.
Essentially, right? It's this big tear in the veil, which is what separates the Fade from the real world, and that's causing a lot of instability in the world, causing a lot of these smaller Fades to open up where the demons are pouring out from, and there's some really interesting chaos in the world along with that rift. So there's
Absolutely.
civil wars, and there's different factions that are problematic. And this is all part of what the Inquisition's about. So it's about uncovering the truth behind all of this chaos and bringing some sort of stability to the world.
Yep.
And
range-
hopefully closing that big breach in the sky.
Yeah, and range-wise, I mean, they also represent a tactical challenge, because you'll notice I paused here because rifts tend to have more than one emergence before you can shut them down.
Yeah.
You'll notice I'm not at full health. Sometimes it can be one, but often they're more than one.
Yeah.
And in this case, I'm moving people into position to spread them out so that if demons are going to come, they won't have an easy target.
Yeah.
What I will also do is once you get to know the rifts, you can start to sense where the emergence points will be because they're on the ground. I'm actually going to try and use Vivian's Ice Mine to create a trap from one of them coming out so
That's
that
cool.
we take one
Yep.
out of the fight midway through.
And hopefully the Inquisitor can use his power to disrupt the Fade Rift when they just all come out. So disrupting a Fade Rift with the Inquisitor allows you to
Move
stun
them into position.
all the demons for a small period of time.
All right, so here, these would be where your emergence points are. Now, these are interesting. They're actually vulnerable. If you have the Dispel ability, you can actually close one of them right offhand, unless something very powerful is coming out, in which case it comes out damaged. But in this case, a mine, or traps, or caltrops, or any number of different tricks I could play will actually take out whoever comes in here, because while they're emerging, the mine will have time to activate.
Yep.
Gives me a little bit of time to plan ahead. Similarly, I'm going to want Blackwall probably in here to intercept that, and I'm going to team him up with Sarah,
Yep, behind.
and then move over to the Inquisitor, who I'm trying to put close enough to the rift that I can actively go
Okay.
here. Now notice, that even though I've left the tactical mode, I'm still able to have those orders carried out. Characters will move position and so on. It doesn't cancel my orders.
Right.
All right, so enemies are out. I'm going to see if I can actually disrupt the rift, because I don't have kind of the initial aggro right now. Let's see here. Nope. Nope. Failed to disrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it opened up already. When
Yeah.
rifts enter that state, they can no longer be disrupted, which means that you can't always just rely on, oh, I'll just go disrupt them. Don't even worry about it, everyone.
It's
Okay, if I can
3 nightmares.
Interrupt that guy.
Well,
This is a tough one.
yeah.
So I was able to interrupt one of them from doing their big scream, which is good, because those are incredibly damaging.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah, when they go kind of do their burrow through the ground, they are
Yeah,
absolutely
they'll
deadly.
pop up where the characters are and knock everyone
Yeah.
back. The good thing is they're generally pretty low on health,
Yes.
so they're a bit of a glass cannon kind of a demon.
especially when everyone's focused on them. But again,
And you
you'll
got to watch
notice
out
here-
for those little eruptions as well.
Yeah, they'll damage. They create
Yeah.
an area where you have to be careful. Now, you notice over here, this Nightmare's actually gone over to Vivienne, and they do that. Enemies have different preferences. You can start to learn them over time. These guys will tend to go after ranged characters, and they'll go through the ground, see where he's actually zammed along here, come out, Vivienne got knocked down. So that leaves her all by herself unsupported.
Yep.
What I should have been doing, of course, is when he disappeared, if he wasn't going to merge, should have moved her. I should have had some
pull back
support.
to the
But
party,
again,
yeah.
that's one of those things where, as you learn through the fight, and as you manage, and that's partly why we gave you this tactical view, because we wanted you to be able to kind of manage the battlefield on your own pace. Some people, of course, are going to play full time, but we're playing on hard, so
Yeah.
it does help.
Yeah,
to,
it does help.
Dig in there.
A little more ranged.
Yeah.
There you go. Blackwall's got that.
Yeah. Yeah, that emergent, if I can interrupt. Yes, good. So with those screams, they do a little damage, and then they do a lot of damage. So if you can cut them off before the end, you're good to go.
Now, web.
And
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, now we can
Now you can close the rest. Yeah. Which is going to earn you more power as well.
Well,
Yeah.
absolutely, because it's the thing that only the Inquisitor can do. And by doing that, again, your reputation grows, you become more powerful, and
Yep.
so on. So we had some questions. Colin was just pointing out. So what are we running on? Right
This
now?
is, I was going to say, we're running on PC, obviously, so we've got keyboard and mouse here. We've got, I believe it's an AMD 290.
290X. I think,
290X
yeah.
in this
Yep.
machine. Just one of them. The game on PC supports 4K with Mantle as well, which is gorgeous.
Dwarf's got mad vert. As well, I mean, here's the thing: is we're playing on PC with mouse and keyboard. You can play with console controller as well if you
can,
prefer.
yep.
Either is an option.
Where the hell are you going?
I'm going around, man.
Do you have a reason?
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
I'm exploring.
Okay, well,
Have you never explored?
that's,
Have you never wondered, hey,
I've
I wonder
never been to
if
this part.
There's like crafting items and maybe a chest and something awesome tucked away in the corner? Have you never ever done that?
I have done that, but it does help that you're the creative director and know where the hell all these things are.
Well, I have some people that do this.
You're just gonna just want to sit on this and just have a wine, sit
enjoy
down.
myself.
Exactly.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Take a
Yeah.
moment.
And of course, cheese. Cheese is very famous in Dragon Age games.
Yeah, the level artists have a competition to see how craftily they can hide cheese and wine, and I know a lot of fans enjoy looking for them as well. So there you go, little moment of serenity.
Yeah.
With our dwarf.
And that beautiful.
Good
water.
job, Inquisitor Kadash. Good job. So here's the thing, I didn't know that was there, but I
Okay.
figured there'd be something.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because I love the I love that basically there was a whole team of guys who basically went through and went, okay, we're gonna make it rewarding to go hop around these different locales. With the rift cleared, we have had bandits move in behind us while we've been out there. They've set up actually nice. They've set up a little bonfire camp
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, while we're doing that, so the area will populate and fill. So again, people were asking, do they respawn and so on? They do, and a big part of that is because crafting is a pretty central part of the game.
Yep.
Getting new materials, getting new gold, and so on, and it's an economy that's very linked. The gold you acquire can be used to buy crafting materials. Crafting materials can be sold for gold. You
Yep.
can buy power with gold. You can basically engage with the game any way you want. And really, that was, I think, probably our biggest goal was to make sure that how you wanted to play Dragon Age Inquisition is how you were going to play it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Definitely.
So-
very much a play your way kind of a game.
Yeah.
It was one of the principles we took into this. We want you to be able to create the character that you want to play, build your own fantasy, so you can, the two genders. We've got 4 races.
Yep.
Got 4 different voices between
Yep.
those combinations there. You've got trillions of combinations in how you can look in terms
Yep.
of your face, tattoos and scars and different hair and beards and all that sort of stuff. Even to the color of your eyes. It's massive,
Inner
gorgeous.
and
yeah,
outer, it's
exactly.
awesome.
Yeah, that's
So-
fantastic.
So again, this pretty much wraps us up. We're about out of time. Thanks very much for watching, everyone.
Yep.
It's been awesome. Again, we were doing Extra Life. extralife.org/team/Raptr, RAPTR,
Yep.
is a group that we've been streaming for. Again, please feel free to make your donations. We all appreciate it. This all goes to the Children's Miracle Network.
Yep.
And coming up next, because this is one massive stream for you to
It is.
enjoy all day, we're going to be going over to the folks at Warframe.
Yep.
Now, the thing that excites me about that is Warframe developed in Canada, developed by Digital Extremes in a place called London, which is my hometown.
Okay, all
so,
right.
Awesome. Good job, Digital Extremes guys. Also, a really good buddy of mine, former BioWare alumni, Sheldon, is over there. And weirdly, my wife's brother's friend from high school works there
Okay.
too.
It is a
it's
small world.
world.
Yeah, the games industry is very, very small.
No, as well, guys, for those of you who are big on the Twitch thing and into streaming, don't forget that during the launch week of Dragon Age Inquisition, which is coming out November 18th or 21st.
Yep.
Again,
21st in Europe.
In Europe, absolutely. So that's on PC, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS3.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We're insane.
There's a lot of platforms. So Raptr will be doing an instant replay launch week, where essentially you can use their instant replay thing to continuously record your gameplay and go, oh wow, I want to catch that. That was a great, sweet shield bash, or this is me taking out the dragon, or what have you. And of course, don't forget that Bioware, we've been getting into Twitch pretty big. Patrick and Connell have been doing a ton of awesome stuff there.
Thanks, guys.
I like to think so.
Do you remember the address offhand? Is it just /Bioware?
Twitch? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, so twitch.tv/Bioware.
Okay,
Sure,
cool.
yes.
Absolutely. So then you can dive in, check us out. We've been doing Inquisition streams. I know the folks on the Keep have also been.
They do a lot, yeah.
They've been showing a lot of the how can you bring your world forward into Inquisition.
Yeah,
and
I think that's
pretty cool.
if we have time, you should mention that a little bit. So you can take the decisions and actions that you've made in the previous Dragon Age games. You can go to Dragon Age Keep, define all of those decision points, and then when you start up Inquisition, you can bring all of that stuff into your game, and it dynamically changes the whole world based on your world state, which is really, really neat.
Like who's king?
Exactly.
And again, even if you haven't played the previous DA games, it will also bring you up to speed. What's
it's
happened
a really
in the
cool
games
way to do
before,
that,
There's a nice narrated summary and so on.
Yep.
So that's all fun. You can check out more stuff with us, but it looks like it'll be time to go over to Warframe. Again, thanks to the folks at Raptr. Thanks to everyone, and good luck with Extra Life.
Thanks, guys.
For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
You will resist. You will always resist. It matters not.
All of this happened because of fanatics and arguments about the next world.
I will not suffer even an unknowing rival. You must die.
It's time we start believing in this one.
Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.